That kind of process is like really where the practice is. Try to sing something or you see if you can play it, or you even play
Hmm.
something and then you try it out in your voice. And chances are it might be like, oh, that's really weird. Okay, so here's another thing to think about is that voice is in a way like the first instrument. It's the original instrument. So there's an element of all instruments that exist in the world. And this is sort of like hypothetical, like bear with me, this isn't like a historical fact, but like hypothetically and intuitively, we could feel into the fact that like all instruments were developed to mimic the voice. And each type of instrument has an element, a different element of the voice. The wind instruments, of course, the string instruments have their own way of like mimicking a voice that's different than a wind instrument. Obviously, percussion's kind of another like original instrument, just like the voice is. So like imagine like do a practice and sit down with your guitar and imagine that if it doesn't feel good to sing, then it's probably like not a good thing to play. And actually, like composers in the early days in the Baroque era and in like counterpoint world, that used to be because they wrote all this choral music. There were all these rules that like, oh, you can't do this interval to that interval or this chord to that chord because it'd be hard to sing. So that's like a
Yeah.
real consideration. And things that are hard to sing are actually like more dissonant and less pleasing and in some ways less musical. So that might be something to just pay attention to is like singing what you play, see if you can play what you like sing and like do a call and response with yourself even and scatting along with solos. So it sounds like you can like kind of like playfully scat along with, you know, like blues solos and stuff, but actually like learning someone's solo and like scat it and then like learn it on guitar